people, and welcome back. Well, we have a little story to tell you, so grab your counter service cup of ice water and join us. Let's talk Disney. So when we last left you, it was Anything Can Happen Day at Magic Kingdom, and that was a Saturday, and anything did happen.
Everything happened.
Everything happened. So we went to the airport, we took the Magical Express, and we were waiting. We were going to head into security, and tell them about security.
Or the security, they closed half of it, half of the TSA.
Yes.
And so then they said, get in this line, and the line was all the way through the entire airport and snaked all the way around, back around. I mean, it was like...
It went through all the shops, all the way down and around to where the other security was, and then came back. And that was before you even get to the typical get in line for security section.
Yeah.
So we were just like, oh man. And it was us and everybody else.
Right.
Everybody was just like, well, we're gonna miss our flights. So, but you still have that craziness and anxiety, and then there's people and their little kids, and kids have to go to the restroom. So then we finally get through security. They were pushing everybody through. We didn't have to take our shoes off or take our iPads out of our bags. We get through security.
We run.
And then we get on the tram.
Oh yeah, then we got on the tram.
And then run to the gate and find out that it is delayed.
Until midnight.
So 4 hours delayed. So, meanwhile, every other flight around us is getting canceled, and we knew this was not looking good. They finally explained that they had to call a flight crew in, and they were waiting for them. So the flight crew arrived right around midnight, and the whole gate erupted in clapping and cheers, and it was kind of fun, and they were like, wow, you know? So it was kind of fun. So we were all excited. The people that were working the counter were like, thank you for your patience, and we got on our flights, we're sitting down, we're buckled, we're listening, and you know, put your mask on yourself first. And all of a sudden, the captain interrupts. And what does he say?
He says, folks, I really don't want to tell you this, but
he could have just said that, and we knew.
Yeah.
We knew.
He goes, I got a call from Spirit. He goes, I got a call from Spirit on my cell phone, and they just canceled our flight. He says, please don't blame it on the crew. They're ready to go. And I think the crew was actually upset as well,
I'm
because
sure.
I think they called them in on the night before Easter.
Right.
At midnight, they all got dressed and everything, got in there.
They were disappointed. They're like, we're so
ready.
sorry, we're so sorry.
Spirit Airlines, there was not a lot of happy people in that entire airport. They were
No, it was not
very
just
upset.
us. Because what happened is on Friday, yesterday.
No, Saturday.
No, on Friday, there was major storms.
That was, you're right. That was
so
Saturday.
Friday was was major storms, and so the whole airport shut down for a time. So all these flights were closed, and then they were rebooking people to yesterday, to Saturday's flight. So everybody had already been bumped once, and it was just, so you can imagine now they have a second day where they got their flights canceled. So it was total chaos at the airport with everybody trying to rebook. So we tried to rebook. Well, guess what? Spirit doesn't go to our airport on Sundays. So we tried to go to another local airport, and everything is booked.
Everything's booked, and then we checked others. Airlines like Southwest,
Delta,
anybody
American.
that we were trying to go to any airport near us, and everything was booked because the other
the previous day
people jumped on all those flights and everything. So
it was a mess.
Needless to say, we're here for 2 more days. So we called Disney.
Well,
from the
we
airport.
did consider driving.
Yeah.
For about a minute, because we've done that drive before.
18 hours.
And by this point, it was 1 in the morning,
and we were exhausted.
We knew we couldn't drive, straight then. There was a couple people who were going to attempt that.
Some people had gone and reserved, and one people said they got the last rental car. So
it's just been such a mess. So yes, we went back down to Magical Express. They gave us the direct number and we called. Well, I'll add this part to the story. We were like, well, let's go to Pop Century. It's a value. We've never stayed there.
No, not Pop Century.
Art of Animation. So we said, okay, well, let's go to Art of Animation. We've never stayed there. It's a value resort. They had availability. And we couldn't book it online because it was already past midnight. So it was like the next day. So we couldn't book like online a room that day.
Yeah.
So anyways, the Magical Express, they gave us the direct line to the resort. We called, we booked a room, we got on the Magical Express, and we got to the room, and the resort was amazing. It was almost,
resort was cool.
It was almost surreal, like you're in a dream, because here it is 2 in the morning, we're walking through, and there's this like, we're walking through like the Lion King, and there's like Scar, and then, you know, there's Ursula. So we get to our room, and the room was pretty amazing. Amazingly what? Amazingly old?
Old? It was very dated. It
was very festive, very Disney, and so maybe we can insert a couple pictures to show you the room.
It was, it also had an odor to it that
it was kind of old and stale smelling.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't a fresh room.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing for us was that there was no place to charge our phone, our watch, anything.
Yeah, there was no USB ports in the thing. So we went back to the front desk, asked them if they had any things to plug our...
Something we could check out or sign out for our 2 nights so that we could charge our devices.
And they didn't. So we asked them if they could get us in at Pop Century, because one of the new rooms, and they were able to do that. So
hooray! But we hadn't brought our luggage with us because we didn't anticipate this. So we trudged back. I didn't even get to count these wonderful steps at 2:30, 3 in the morning, because of course my watch battery was dead by that point.
Mine wasn't, so I can't. I'm probably up on you on steps.
I bet you are.
But we went and got our luggage. Then we walked across the entire resort over the bridge to Pop Century, where we got into a new room.
We checked in again.
We checked in again. And they got us right in, and we got to a new room. Very nice. It's one of the new ones.
Refurbished rooms. We were able to plug in, and it was about 3:30 by the time we got to that room.
I think I texted Noah and it was 3:40 at the time. So it was a late night.
It was a late night, so that's why we didn't get any updates. So we slept in, and here we are. We are annual pass holders. I'm very thankful for that. I'm very grateful to Disney that they had room availability. I'm very grateful to the Magical Express that they were able to add us to their roster so late at night. And although our hearts are breakingly missing our boys
for Easter. That doesn't sit well with us. But you know, I mean, it wasn't our fault.
It wasn't the plan.
We sat there thinking, well, we could just try and sit in the airport or do whatever, and we thought, no, let's make, I said, let's, it was all like cliche, I guess. I said, let's make lemonade out of these lemons, and and so we did have, you know, we're just trying to make the best of it and have fun, and this is the place to do it, and thank goodness for Disney, because they are always accommodating and helping and understanding.
Yeah, because a little silly thing is we had thrown out our toothbrushes because we were coming back, so we didn't have toothbrushes, but the front desk has they're like disposable.
They're not really disposable.
When they have like little teeny mini like toothpaste in them, so just those little things, because of course the gift shop isn't open to buy anything like this at you know 3:30 in the morning, so like Brian said, we're, you know, just trying to make the best of it, and Reagan, we love you. You've been super accommodating, and it's just a hazard of travel, I guess, which we haven't had these situations before, which is good. We've had been very blessed with all of our travels. But it does happen with traveling sometimes. So yeah, we're gonna try to enjoy a little bit of time and plan some extra special time with the boys when we get back.
On the way back to the resort on the Magical Express from the airport, I jumped on the My Disney Experience app and and grabbed 3 fast passes, pretty good ones for Easter, because we got Haunted Mansion that we're about to do here in a little bit here.
Yeah.
And then we have Space Mountain and Big Thunder Mountain
Woo, I
Railroad.
love
So,
Big so here was
we'll
the
do some good
priorities.
rides.
Flight,
place to sleep,
hotel, yeah, a room, fast passes.
fast passes.
That's how we roll. We just have to laugh about it because otherwise we'll cry. And shout out to our friends at the airport because we had some good
We met
laughs with them.
a lot of fun people.
Yeah,
and
misery loves company sometimes. When you're all in it together, you know, you might as well try to keep a positive attitude and have a few laughs about it. And by the way, once people leave and it gets to be after midnight at the airport, it gets freezing cold. Like, the temperature was so cold.
Yeah.
It was crazy. But I wanted to tell you too that we had we slept in because we definitely needed to do that. And then we both woke up hungry for Mickey waffles but thought we had missed the time. But we got to have a wonderful Easter brunch. We'll insert a picture. And we got to have Mickey waffles, so that was a blessing. So we'll be on the lookout for Easter touches here, and we'll take you with us on our unplanned Easter day.
we're kind of curious if you were in this situation, what you would do. So if you can comment down below if you would take that 18-hour drive, or if you would. I mean, there was really no options in terms of, because we even looked at renting a car and going to Tampa, and they looked at those flights there, and they didn't have anything either for Sunday. So, so we were at minimum looking at Monday. But, anyways, let me know what you guys think and of that, and what you would do, and you know, maybe we'll learn something from those travelers that are more experienced than us. So, all right.
Thank you. We'll see you later. Smile.
Bye.
Have a great week.